Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera nikmat untuk semua. Frankly speaking, all of us had no idea about the extent of the damage caused by the virus on the loss of life, economic carnage, and the drastic change to social behavior and our way of life. To be fair, most government had no clue either on how to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, and the solution were really on the trail and area basic. With public health policies talking precedence over economic policies, lockdown after lockdown has been implemented in trying to slow down the infection, but at a great cost to the economic and mental health of the citizens. Without moving any further, I would like to express my gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because with Him permission, we all can be attending this COVID-19 management briefing season. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity to speak at this event. Ladies and gentlemen, in December 2019, an outbreak of pneumonia of unknown origin was reported in Wuhan, Hubei province, China. Cases of pneumonia are epidemiologically linked to the human seafood versus market. Inoculation of respiratory sample into human respiratory tract epithelial cell, Viro E6 and HUD7 cell channels led to the isolation of the novel respiratory virus, which genome analysis showed to be a novel coronavirus associated with SARS-CoV, and therefore name of coronavirus are severe acute respiratory syndrome SARS. SARS-CoV-2 is a beta coronavirus belonging to the subgenus cervicovirus. The global spread of SARS-CoV-2 and millions of deaths caused by coronavirus disease. Urge the World Health Organization to declare an epidemic on 12 March 2020. Today, more than 247 million cases with 5 million deaths worldwide has been recorded. Malaysia has recorded more than 2.4 million cases with 28,000 deaths. The world has paid a high toll on this pandemic in terms of loss of human life, economic impact, and rising poverty. Do you want to know COVID-19 spreads? When a person with COVID-19 coughs or exhales, they produce droplets of infected fluid. Most droplets fall and surface and nearby objects, such as a table, desk, or telephone. People can catch COVID-19 by touching and contaminated surface or object and touching their eye, nose, and mouth. If they stand within a meter of someone who has a COVID-19, they can catch it by inhaling, cough, drop, or exhaled by them. In other words, COVID-19 spreads in the same way as a flu. Most people infected with COVID-19 experience mild symptoms and recover. However, some continue to experience more serious illness and may require a hospital treatment. The risk of serious illness increases with age. People over 40 years old appear to be more vulnerable than those under 40. People with weakened immune system and people with comorbidities such as diabetes, heart and lung disease are also more prone to serious illness. Ladies and gentlemen, self-management is our ability to manage our behavior, thoughts and emotion in a conscious and productive way. Self-management means you understand your personal responsibilities in various aspects of your life, and you do what you need to do fulfill those obligations. In the current pandemic situation, self-management, especially in the workplace, is very important. COVID-19 can be spread primarily through respiratory droplets or contact with contaminated surface. We need to know how to adapt well the benefit rather than harm. Adaptation is not a new mechanism for a change. Even individuals are often required to be dynamic for the phase of life that goes through the relation of self-adjustment and the environment. In fact, adjustment can lead to adverse psychological effects such as stress, anxiety, depression, failure to control anger, mental confusion, and behavioral problems if not managed properly. The impact of the good self-adjustment is based on several indicators such as ability, attitude, drive, desired goal, habit, and understanding of the individual. In this context of a COVID-19 outbreak, self-adaptation persists if individuals accept or reject new normal. If the mind is fertile with positive element towards how to unorthodox situation during the pandemic period, then we can see and get a goal clearly through self-adjustment will dissipate the obstacle. In addition, adaptation through control of self-behavior and emotion play a vital role in controlling action and emotion through proper coping strategies. For example, when physical incarceration is implemented, we can still interact through social media and online. The new habit of not shaking hands is replaced by verbal speech. Wearing a face mask if necessary and frequent hand washing instructions are followed, then individuals deal with others to create a sense of security. Conclusion. Okay. In conclusion, self-management in COVID-19 outbreak and taking the necessary measures is a must. It is crucial to plan and implement measures for us to make responsibility from our own care, and to improve self-management in the pandemic. Remember, to improve the level of self-management, first we should be prepared to change our self-care plans. Before I end my speech this morning, let us pray that we all protect from COVID-19. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La yadurru ma ismihi syai'un fil ardi wa la fis sama'i wa huwas sami'ul 'alim. Allahumma na'udzubika minal barasi wal jununi wal juzami wa min sayyi'il asqam. Make sure we win. Kita mesti menang. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.